Schwoop. Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Jacob. Hi, Arizi. Hi, Papo. Hi, Clara. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you all doing today? Today's been a lazy day, I'm not gonna lie. Although I did get some work on E. I did get some work done on my campaign. A fun fact about that, I have like only, well, as of this morning, I had only 2 more NPCs to flesh out. Which I thought was going to be like a 2-hour process tops, like 2.5 hours, because it's literally just like ideals, bonds, flaws, that sort of thing, just fleshing out their personality, backstory, that sort of thing. And I already know all that stuff. I just need to write it down on paper so I don't forget it. But it was a complicated. It took longer than I thought it was going to, because both of the characters are a little more in depth. They're not like very simple NPCs. They have a lot of stuff going on. And so I've only done 1 of those NPCs today. So I think NPC number 2 will be tomorrow. But once they're both done, I will essentially be ready to run the campaign, I think. Barring some crazy thing that I forgot that I inevitably remember at the last minute. But I've got like all the maps done, all the monsters done. I've even started on the next part of the friggin' campaign or whatever, because like the timetable was that I told my players, and that I later told everyone else on Twitter, was that I was gonna finish the prologue, and then we would start the campaign at that point, and I would basically be writing the campaign, because I have a beat sheet. I have like an outline of where I want the campaign to go, so it's not like I'm just kind of like writing it as I go and just making it up as I go along. Like, I do have a plan for this. I just don't want to take like, a year and a half writing this stupid thing, and only then starting it once I'm all done, and then coming to find out, oh shoot, the stuff in the early sections are not consistent with the stuff in the late sections. So, in an attempt to, keep myself consistent with the campaign, and consistent in time and setting and organization, I guess, I'm gonna be writing it as we go along. But anyway, that's a lot of words. My TP hurting still? They do, unfortunately. A little bit. It's off and on. I mean, for example, right now my teeth are kind of hurting, but it's only in one spot. It's only ever in one spot, and it was but the bigger problem is my lip being numb still, so it's really hard for me to eat or drink or something like that. Almost a year. Yeah. Well, I hear it, Kato. Hold on. Oh, geez, Clara's almost been here for 2 years. Hi, would you like inside? Hello. Welcome to the den, sir. May I take your order, please? Hi. The Cato wants attention. Yeah, my 2-year anniversary is coming up in like May, so that'll be exciting. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for that. But hello. The cat has decided that now is the time when I should give him attention. No. You're not knocking over my drink. That's not happening. I know better. I have raised you. You don't eat guitar strings. No. No, no. No, no. Sir. No. Okay. Hi. This man... Oh, Maria wants the nya-nya! Hi, Maria. Stop eating my guitar, Solgar. Come here. Come here. Hi, Maria. I have a cat on my lap, and he is... Okay, bye. Never mind. He's decided to get off the lap. Okay, anyway. I guess it's kind of time I should probably start playing FF14 because we've been standing here a while. I do not remember what last happened. I'm not gonna lie. What? Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, hi, you're under the desk. Okay. What last happened? Good intentions? I guess I'm supposed to go in here. There we go. Nah! There we go. Hi. Do you have something to say for stream? Do you have something you would like to tell us all? Would you like to share your wise words of wisdom? No? Okay. I'm just gonna nuzzle the corner of the desk and eat my power cord. Stop! No. Ugh. This is what we call air jail, Solgar. Lay down. Lay down in my lap. Do not bite my arm. Lay down in my lap. You are fine. Guys, help. My cat has decided that cords are tasty. And he's also saying bye. Okay. What, do you want to eat my butt now? No. Hey. Okay, hold on. You're gonna be bitey. Ouch. Ouch. Go. There we go. I'm not putting up with him biting my feet all stream. He wants chaos. He does want chaos. He is a desirer of chaos. I don't know. I hear you. I'm not letting you back in. I'm not letting you back in. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. Alright, we left off, a big lady. What's her name? What's her name? The lady, tall lady. The researcher lady. What's her name? I don't remember her name. It starts with an M. I don't remember. Moonbrita. Moonbrita showed up and is helping us research White Aura Site to help trap Ascians. But we need to solve the Blade of Light problem first. I thought you said Lady D from RE8. No. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. Did you start over? You probably remember this from Bob going through this. But the short answer is yes, sort of. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Bappo played through the base ARR story and the patches, which I'm still going through the ARR patches right now. You don't play FF14 that much anymore, sadly. You should. You should. Here, hold on. I can hold on. FF14. I have a command for it. I have a command for it. You and Bop are on different servers. I mean, you can travel between servers, and you can even travel between data centers now. So like, there's and I'll be frankly honest with you. I hang out on Bob's server a lot anyway because the rest of the people you were on Animatoid. Yeah, no, that's fine. You just come hang out with us, and if you ever need to like access like retainers, you just flip back to your home world for a second. Like it's really not a huge issue. It is super easy to server travel and data center travel now. Anywho. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we all have the resources we need to address them in turn. Mylon in particular is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. I really wish I could get rid of the chat blocker there. But actually, you know what? Now, while we're in cutscene, I'm gonna get rid of it. Just because it's distracting. But anyway, I may forget about it, and if someone in the chat of the game says something that they shouldn't say, Twitch, please don't ban me for it. I swear this is not my my people. I have no control over what they say. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, the General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Mumbrida's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Mylon, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore the faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Okay. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret. Hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. You remember Speaker helping you? Yeah. I'm just gonna leave chat box on script. I don't care. Screw it. Actually, you know what I can do, though? I can do that. And I can just kind of miniaturize it so that it's tiny. Itty bitty chat box. Hello, Real. Pleasure as always, Mylon. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons what found their ways into the refugees' hands a ways back. So it happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Sushi for dinner? I want sushi. Brings to mind that merchant what caught Nero while talking to Mylon, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, say. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Mylon? None. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge, and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Honestly, though, I forgot just how long post-ARR really is. Let me go Google really quick. See if I hold on. Post-ARR patch quests, because this is this quest is called friggin' something about Highbridge. Hold on. Where is... Wait, where's... Oh, there's Shiva. Okay. Oh, this is called Good Intentions. Oh, okay. Including this, I have 24 quests left. I have a dungeon and a trial. 2 trials. A dungeon and 2 trials. So, no, wait, that's an instance fight. They made that an instance fight now. So yeah, a dungeon and a trial and an instance fight. But this is the beginning of the end, basically. This quest right here. We are very, 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 very close. Anyway. Alright. Very close. Okay, Mouse. You okay, Mouse? Mouse was doing weird things, but that's okay. Oh, hi, Albert. Ah, Mylon. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Mylon. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright. Look. Brain go melt. I can't lie, I want to work on the campaign some more. I've kind of been working non-stop on the thing, but I want to continue working on it because I've been having a lot of fun and it's coming together nicely and I'm almost done with it. That's the exciting part. But anyway, FF14, right, focus, ADHD brain, focus. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Is it bad I'm already scheming next month's stuff? What do you mean next month's stuff? What does that mean? Hello, hired thug. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool, you never should... Wait. You should have never come... Never should have come here! Okay, goodbye. And goodbye. And goodbye. Is that it? No. Goodbye. There we go. You're excited to see how it goes? Oh, the campaign? Yeah, I'm super excited about the campaign. I am hella excited. I don't understand. What's all this about? What's this all about? Grah! Nani? Ilbert, why did you kill him? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levier will be most disappointed. Damn it all! A golden opportunity wasted. Sus. Although I technically do have inside knowledge, but whatever. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slipped past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskwhite sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames or the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're no in position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we've secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the third Yuyuhase. He will take care of the rest. There you go. Back to Ul'dah. Okay. Look, brain fry is a real thing. This is why you guys show up here, right? Oh look, ads. Oh look, why I have a chat blocker. Hydrate. Okay. Thank you, Kazu. BSA, don't breathe water. Alright, where is Yuyuhase? Where is he? He's, I can just go to the, Gladiators Guild, that works. Gladiators Guild! Okay. Oh, posture check. Okay, thank you! Breathing water equals drowning. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, right. Hatching Tide is going on. I forgot about that. Go away. Alright, where is the kid? There he is. Ah, the warrior like a reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. Now, what brings you to us this day? I have a box for you of weaponry. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riel stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riel is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alligan, for the freedom of us all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Mylan, a word if it please you. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Good news, I'm right here. Do 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 do. Where is he? There he is. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better from Cat Bard can't read few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. I actually wasn't with the captain when he met the guy. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were just getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I've a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Mylan, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Or I guess Tataru is how her name's pronounced. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Okay, well, to Tomardona we go. I want to build a PC at some point, which is, it's gonna take a while, but excuse me. But I want more storage space mostly, and there's not a whole lot I can do. I mean, there's a little bit I can do, but not a ton I can do to upgrade storage space on a laptop. And yes, I am streaming on a laptop. Surprise, surprise. I do have a second monitor hooked up to it, though, so... Thank you for coming so quickly, Mylan. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications. What? Nani? Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Okie dokie. To the solar we go. I don't remember this at all. No, I would indeed like to go to the solar. Oh, you! Lucia! Okay. Lucia, I think her name is. Not Lucia, Lucia. Your emphasis is on the wrong syllable.
We have a guest
Millen.
from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Millen. That's like zero emphasis.
I believe the two of you have met.
Hi, Lucia.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well. but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
I wonder if you guys can hear the cat. It'd be kind of funny.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Sorma, the legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether for malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emeric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Do. Alright. I am going to go through this in a, trust, or whatever the thing... whatever the thing is called, sorry. But... it'll be lots of fun. This is the cool dungeon, I think. I like it. It's interesting. It's also got kind of a difficult boss fight. Hello. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Ronan's Toll about the Garleans. Excuse me, there we go. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true, then. The Asgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here, that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. The Keeper of the Lake now accessible. Awesome! Time for a dungeon run. I'm gonna play a DPS. What DPS? Let's play a dancer again. I know. Well, no. Let's play a bard. Play a bard. Actually, wait. Let's do ninja. Actually, I have no idea how level 50 ninja works. Let's do samurai. With NBZs. Yes. I'm really only doing this to help damage, I guess, so that this goes a little quicker. But anyhow. Okay. Let's go! I don't super know how level 50 samurai works, but I guess we'll find out. Oh wait, no. I have... Right. And it is now circle. There we go. Look at us, we're successfully doing it. I think this is the last fight before the boss fight. So I'm just gonna let them get it. Alright, I don't know how this boss works, ever, so... I promise I'm good at the game. Wait, what are my positionals? Rear, blank. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, I messed that up. Rear. Blank. That doesn't have a position, alright. There we go. Look at me going! I only failed like one mechanic. It's great. Look at me, I'm doing so well. Yeah. Uh-oh, I already hit the thing. Oh wait, I need the key. Need that. Need that. And I need this. There we go. Hello everybody! Oops, I'm dumb. Here, have that. Do we drag the other thing? Nah, we break here. Oh. Oh. Big AoEs. I don't really really need to use my, AoE combo on 2 enemies. Alright, some poor sod is about to get absolutely murked. Oh wait, the magic attack feels effector. That's exactly what I should do. Get devastated. Oh, he stood in that. That's unfortunate. Here, have a dot. Haha, look at me, I'm smart. Oh, I didn't have to kiss you. Bing, bang, boom. Hi-ya! Rear. Blank. No, get back! Oh, goodness. Go ahead and use the Gambana again. Ah! Uh-oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hold on, let me just apply this to you. Okay, you are now done. Look at me go! I'm not doing absolutely piss poor. Hello, everybody. You got this, right, Tank? Ah! I forgot how much damage Samurai does. Holy crud. I'm just gonna go ahead and AoE, I don't care. We'll kill him. No, it won't. I am indeed incorrect. Okay. Is this all? No, I can go over here. Hello there! Poor tank. There we go. Oh, boss fight time.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet? Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
So I think he's awake. Wait, no. That. That. And that. Piece of crap. I don't remember what this one does. Right. Ah! Wait, they changed how this fight works. Wait, hold on, I'm not smart. Wait, they changed how this fight works. Wait, they way changed how this fight works. Ah! There they go. Oh. Yeah, they pretty fiercely changed how this fight works. Bam. Darn. I was way too late on that. Oh, stack and stay stacked. I'm not willing to bet that's not an AoE. LB. There we go. Awesome. Well, that's done. I'm gonna really quick
By
drink water.
her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen. Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
You remember this? Yeah, this is a big moment. My rock candy. Yeah, the rock candy has gone bad.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more. The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and fenced of mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
That's probably one of the most confusing cutscenes in all of post-ARR. And yes, you can summon Midgardstormer as a minion. Okay, let me switch back to Paladin. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Okie dokie. It is foggy. But basically, if you know, didn't quite get all that, Midgardstormer is alive and kicking, sort of. And rather than he stripped us of Heidelin's blessing, which was the rock candy, which means we are now very vulnerable to death. And we can no longer have the Blade of Light, which I think was part of the blessing. But we couldn't summon it at will. It was basically whenever Heidelin said we could. But, hold on. He stripped us Heidelin's blessing and used that to basically recreate a baby form of him, and he's now using Heidelin's ether to recreate a body for himself slowly, but he's content right now to watch and wait rather than join in the chorus of vengeance, basically. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Ser Emarek's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. Not good! Not good! You conversed with Midgardstormer? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Ser Emerek immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardstormer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Amaric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray, remain here for now. Is this when the thing happens? Is there something you are not telling us, Mylon? You seem different somehow. It's almost as if you are missing something. Something important. No worries. I was just stripped of Heidelin's blessing. 12 for Fend. Midgard Sommer stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I feel fine. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Sorma made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nymea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Sorma ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was set to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. She's not wrong. She is not wrong. Is this when the thing happens? No. Okay. Oh, hi! Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? I got a relic weapon. That one time. That was by my own hands. Sort of. Does that count? Yes, I'm dumb and stupid. That is why you are all here. Oh, hi, Arisia!
I
Nya
can
nya!
scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
He wasn't exactly full grown. Hi, Arisi!
I give thanks to Halone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Because there's an expansion on the way, Alphano. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard Soma who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, We can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. What's the next quest called? Ether on Demand? Oh. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. Post-ARR patch quests. I just want to see, because from the beginning of the stream, so to get like a feel for the pace I'm going at. Okay. We've done a couple of quests. I might get done with the, with 2.5 this stream, but I don't think I'm going to get done with 2.55. Actually, I know I'm not going to get done with 2.55 because 2.55 is massive. But yeah. Well, actually, no. Nibbles on Mylon's ears. No! The ears are off limits. Ere I forget, I believe Mumbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Nom nom no! Hi, Mumbrita! All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Okie dokie. The ears are very off limits. I thought the Mylan ears were off limits. They are off limits. They are super off limits. Not allowed. No. This is illegal.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
I also know what's about to happen, Clara.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
Papalino being an exasperated professor. Yeah.
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
I wonder if there's a bonk myelin command. There is not, because I am immune to the bonk, but I will hydrate, thank you. Thank you. And apostrophe. Okay.
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arcians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thancred and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime, I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orsite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well, and be safe.
Cool, cool. Man, I really did forget just how long post-ARR is, but I want to be in heavens for it already. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already been deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Cutscene? Alright. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? They do. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Philemine travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections? But I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, my lady. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Alright. Cerulean processing plant, here we go. Kablam. Do 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 do. Alright. Totally didn't even realize that I never had that on. There you are, Wilred. Commander Levieur has sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Brabant's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with the Lieutenant Edelstein, that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be most welcome tidings. Oh, Edelstein. Lieutenant Morrow, my soldiers tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flame stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. I gotta go, I'll rewatch tomorrow tonight. Alright, see you later, Nicole. Thank you for coming along. Pray report to Lieutenant Alyan, and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Okie dokie. Neum. Glad to have you with us, Mylon. As I'm sure Lieutenant Endelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Hi, Elbird. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Elbird! Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bade you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses, and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the fourth and give battle to this main column. You're with the third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. I'm sorry, I have inside information, so I can't say anything, but I want to say something. And that is all I will say. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations will invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. The better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. Seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion! Happy hunting. Hello there. Oh. There we go. Noom. Wait. Ah, smart. Holy circle. Goodbye. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that, between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the Castro. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Allian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Easy enough. There's Edelstein. Lieutenant Morrow, what news of the Garleans? They're all dead. The raiding parties are no more then. Excellent. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Wait, go around here really quick. There we go. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Elion has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The rogued lady with the large axe? It would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Mumbrita? Well, what's going on, Mumbrita? What's up? Oh, she's conducting tests, I think. If I remember correctly.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
She's great.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Hanasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us?
Bad news.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Lots of cutscenes. Lots and lots and lots of cutscenes. Oh, I can't wait to get to Heaven's Ward. I cannot wait to get to Heaven's Ward. This is probably the most painful part of the entire game. This small stretch right here that we're in. You're here. Master Louis Soir's Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now.
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Time to go! And the crystal is now accessible. I need to flip to a healer. Come on. Scholar. Chrysalis. Oh, I love insta-Qs. Oh, come on. Let's do this. Time to go. Do your thing. There we go. Astro wasn't putting their regens on the tank. This again. Oh, I clicked out of the game. Get in the bubble. Or not, okay. No! Oh no. Oh no. One of the black mages LB3'd. Oh no. I need to see this. I need to see chat because we're No, you stupid black mage. Where's the tear? Oh gosh. I'm alive? I tried. Yeah, save LB3 for the tear. Oh well. Let's try this again. Alright, I need to resummon Celine. With the void. I missed the one dancer, but that's okay. ahead and take the bulk stack. I don't want that one. Oh, great. Oh no. Someone else detonated one right next to me. Get in the bubble! Get in the bubble! Oh my gosh, these guys are idiots. Why does no one ever get in the bubble? Why does no one ever get in the bubble, huh? Oh, I thought I got the other Adbo off in time. Hold on, I'm waiting. 2, illustrate, 3. There we go. Where's Celine? Right, yeah, okay. Sucker. I'm a little mad that we have to do this trial again, but whatever. Go ahead and use ether flow. I don't want another black. I'll take the other ball. Need to reset. Get in the bubble! Oh my gosh. Angy noises. Alright, if someone casts it, I'm using rescue. Don't stand in fire. I should have probably popped a lot more buffs. Did I? I muted Discord. I'm dumb. Guys, my Discord hasn't been lighting up this whole time. Oh my gosh! Guys, this is not hard. Hi, Shy. We're down to 1 tank! You shouldn't have used Aurora yet. Aurora isn't mitigation, you're wasting healing. Yeah, stack the mitigation for the raid wide, you're gonna need it. Don't stand in that. You should be okay through this raid wide. Yeah. He's got this. You didn't need to do... Okay, well, maybe you did. And the next auto is gonna kill him. Lightning shot! Lightning shot! Oh my gosh. That should not have been that close. That's an easy trial. Is it good? It's okay now. I'm calming the other healer. The gunbreaker was good, but oh wait, everyone's left. Okay. That's okay. I don't need to give out a comm anyway. I can't change classes right now, so I'm in Philia. Let me minimize this again. Okay. That should not have been that hard. It's really not a difficult trial at all.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Yeah, his voice sounds stupid.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No, no, you cannot. No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free. Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had A bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis, I understand now. The choice you made in death. There is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Not anymore, buddy.
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Bad news. Bad news about that.
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history.
Is that Faramir? I don't think so. You're talking about Lord of the Rings, right? I don't think so. It's Gideon Emery, who's the voice of Balthier in FF12 and a host of other things that I don't remember right now. That's mostly what I know him. He's also the voice of the Crusader, the male Crusader from Diablo 3. But I don't know what all he's in. Ow.
When
He sounds
left
impeccable, he
Charlene
does.
behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence.
I love Gideon Emery's voice. I really do. He does an awesome job.
Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louis Soir I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
God. Ah!
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Heavy moments. Heavy moment. Okay, switch back to Paladin. Because I like this glam. Silence. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlene Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Alright. Why are we sad? I wasn't really listening. One of our allies gave her life to kill an immortal being, basically. And, this person was, yeah. This person was a really dear friend of, like, a good number of the main cast. So, even though they were only brought in recently, it's still a really sad moment, yeah. As Mombrita was a native of Charlayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the mark of the scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? It is a monument found at Wraithfrost and is sacred to Thalia, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Funeral time. Don't worry, we're not gonna end on this note. Don't worry. We're not gonna end on this. Just like in concerts, if you play a sad song, you have an obligation to play an upbeat song afterward. You have an obligation to the crowd. You have a duty. If you don't fulfill that obligation, you're not performing. You're not performing well, at least. Like, you're allowed to play a sad song at a concert. You have a duty afterward. Obligation. Did I say obligation? I said obligation, like a duty, like a, I don't know. Good news, I mostly know where this is. You slurred it a couple times. I slur everything I say. Enunciation is hard. Ow. My mouth. That hurt. That was a yawn, and it was a big one.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
And no one else notices anything, surprisingly. I think. Oh, darn. Okay. I think. Let me check really quick. Post-ARR. Yeah, okay. 7th Astral Era. Scroll way down. Oh, this is the last quest of 2.5. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna leave that window open just so I can check it a little more. Or a couple times more. And I do want to get as far as we can during this stream, but next stream, I'm not sure. We should be able to reach the beginning of Heaven's Sword next stream. Or next week. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me. As antecedent, it is my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Mylon? Bum ba bum. Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. Oh gosh! Ah! That's a line! Oh no! Is that what that line is in reference to? What? What? I mean, sort of, but... So, okay. Okay. Are you... Okay. The line forge ahead in reference to forging ahead with duty, basically. Like, bearing pain and forging ahead despite everything. That is such a cornerstone of Endwalker and Endwalker's story, which is the most recent expansion. The one that ties everything together and is the culmination of the story arc from A Realm Reborn to now. That line is such, like, that idea is such a cornerstone that the line Forge Ahead is repeated several times in Endwalker's theme. Like, in the main theme song for Endwalker. I kid you not. So, just to kind of paint a picture of just how far back Endwalker reaches. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever we get there in stream, it's gonna be a wild ride. It's gonna be a wild ride. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louis Soir, Moonbrita, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Mylon. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the new light of a new day. Forge ever on, again, is another phrase in Endwalker. Forge on, or well, no, it's forge ahead. That's the line. But it still calls that to mind. It still calls that line, and everything else that references that line in Endwalker, including some really, really, really heavy moments that are flashing through my head now. Alright. Okay. Reset, because that's the end of the patch. Next patch. This is the final patch before Heavensward. This is it. 16 more quests. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, we may only reach Heavensward by the end of next stream. Maybe. It might be 2 streams from now. There's a lot that happens. Have you a moment, Mylon? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbrita's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. Okay. Yay! It's my line! Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena just a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Wraithfrost. It's not a very good Ida voice, but whatever. It'll probably change later. I cannot wait for Heavensward. Seriously. The closer we get to it, the more excited I get for it. I've debated showing y'all the trailer to each expansion before we start it. I'm not gonna lie. Is Rowena over here? No. Is he up before? Might as well. Yeah, cause some of the trailers are actually super cool. Did I? She's down a floor. Is she in here? Am I stupid? Yes, I am stupid. Okay. What can I do for you today, adventure? Eldritch trinket to trade. Eh? They've got you running errands now. These scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Send in the savior of Eorzea to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously, though, you best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the Chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? The Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it. Until that Ida lasts, I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that daddy old mask of hers. Gods know she needs to. I know something about Ida's masks that Rowena doesn't. But that's only revealed just before Stormblood. I think. If my timeline is right. In my head. But yeah, I think I will show off the trailers for each game. Sorry, I clicked out of my window really quick. I was checking something. Yeah, I think, or not each game, each expansion as we come upon them, as we start them. Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Umbria loved these things, you know? I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
I can't wait until your voice actor changes as well. Voice actress, I should say, but...
The song riseth to a crescendo.
That's not good. Dragons.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Time to go. They're not cute though? No, they're not. They very ugly. Okay. Yeah, we're coming up on... You know... Now that I'm looking at... No, it's already 6:30. Now we're not finishing this tonight. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Sorry, they're not. There's no way. I was looking at the list of quests. I was like, it's not a lot though. But then I was like, but it's more than half an hour. Way more than half an hour. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeda's passing. Our loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. Is it Lucia again? I think it is. The envoy is here. I thank you for receiving me at such short... I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries if I may. If I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians? Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Emmerich himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well. I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Berets is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Uldam must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the Grand Companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations, and have them present your request directly to the heads of the Grand Companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I will speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request. A personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgardsormr and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. 'Twould seem the road leads us both to Count Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Mylon. The song rises to a crescendo. Yeah, this is when everything comes to a head. It's pretty cool. Wait, is it gonna throw me right into another cutscene, or... Oh, it is. Hey, it's Ishgard! Sorta. That's Ishgard. This is the bridge before it.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. Okay. Hi, Albie. It seems I was the swifter, Mylon. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. The Gates of Judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered... There's another one over here, I think. Yeah. When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections! I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. It would seem the heretics struck the first, and most telling, blow against Ishgard. Scions! We expected you at Camp Dragonhead! My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretics' treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Emmerich awaits you. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid, and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Harzafont will know where Sir Emmerich means to receive us. Probably the Intercessory, but, you know, that'd be my guess. It is reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. But you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat with you in the Intercessory. I was right. Because he's always in the Intercessory. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yes. There we go. Voiced? No. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes. But we are recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinian. I get special dialogue because I have Dragoon leveled. That's Harzafont. There's the boy. May I present to you Ishgard's as your Dragoon. An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Mylon. I did not come to challenge you this day. See? Unique dialogue because I have Dragoon leveled! Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. 'Twould seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength, though through the endless march of years the dragons endure. Patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that, we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans' arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona? 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you, and the Eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar, and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. I don't remember what A.R.R. Estinian's voice sounds like, so... Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us with an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the Anti-Seat. Okay. Committed to the cause. Okay. We might get to the instanced fight coming up. And then save that for next stream. Might. I need a drink of water really quick. Actually, no, we only got 10 minutes left of stream, so probably not. Or I might push. I might delay the end of stream a little longer and push to the instance fight so that next stream we start with it, and then I think we should be able to end next stream with arriving at Heaven's Sword. And I guess watching the trailer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna push. I think I'm gonna go a little long today, and see if I can't see if we can't make it to the instance fight.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
Gilbert and Riel are here too. And you, say.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified?
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
And here we go. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slackborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have a Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Okay. We might be able to make it. Again, it'll probably be a little long, but whatever. We are rather close to Kurthus, aren't we? We best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out, just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Mylan. I have 101 things to discuss with Slackborn. I'm sure you counted, actually. Alright. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Kurthus, then Toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I will return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will stay the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Ow, my elbow. Alright. Yeah. No. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Fair enough. Hi, Riol. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilrid was there with the Fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen us since. Have you? No, I haven't. God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilrid stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah. So now, of course, half the braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, being compared to most others in this crew, Wilrid's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, There's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilred. Anyway, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Mylan. Real is a legend, man. Guy can sniff something out from miles away. And he has a good instinct for trouble. There should be an adventurer out here. There you are. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. Ah, but I have pledged myself to guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do. There we go. I don't like the quiet. I don't like the quiet of not being in town. Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I did not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventurer in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them my knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Hi, Tataru. There you are, Mylan. So, did you sway any hearts? 2. Sort of. 1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slafborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clinking knights at least. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alphino. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alphino said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. Well, to Ul'dah we go. Yeah, I'm gonna make a push for the instanced fight, I think. Because this is what? This is an allied perspective, right? That's what this quest that we just picked up is? I think, hold on. Load game. Game, I need you to load. Come on. Load, please. Yeah, an allied perspective. So, not this quest, but the next one is what we're waiting on. Chamber of Rule. Ha! Okay. Alfie! My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? Please be voiced. My voice hurts. My throat hurts. Please be voiced. I think it is voiced, but please be voiced.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alfino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Something's up. Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you've been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable Inestimable? Is that even a word? Inestimable. Indescribable danger. Can I say that? Inestimable danger. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Haurchefant and Ser Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. I don't get why Alphino didn't bring up how if Ishgard falls, the Garleans can come in and claim Kurthus without a fight. Captain Ilbert, what news? Then the assault has begun. We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durandare at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Dravani horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Mylon, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Ser Marceline at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Alright. Camp Dragonhead time. Cool. Couple more things. Not quite to the instanced fight yet. I think we have a cutscene or two to go. You are the appointed captain of the Sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I have assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and, for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain. Good news is I can fly and make this go a lot quicker. I don't remember exactly where this is, but... Okay. Perish. 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 Okay. Am I able to stand on this? I can. Cool. Okay. I feel so bad for this ninja. There we go. I totally just did that quest step for him. Okay. I think I need to fly in through the front. I don't think I can come in through the back. Would I be able to? No. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as the foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Danafin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? The scions of the 7th Dawn! We could not stand idly by while the horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louisoix has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right, if the dragons should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray, speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the horde. That's it. That is it. We have reached that is the instanced fight right there. Yes, sir it is! Alright. Alright, I'm gonna teleport back to my house, actually. Huzzah! Yes, yes! We went about almost 20 minutes over, but that's okay. We've reached the instance fight, and next stream we should be able to reach Heaven's Ward, so that's exciting. Let me go make sure my browser audio is muted. Yes, it is. Cool. Alright, give me 1 second while I go find someone to raid. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, so thank you to everyone for coming along. And thank you all for I know this was a bit longer of a stream, but thank you for sticking around. And tomorrow is gonna be more Near Replicant, so look forward to that. And Friday, I'm not sure what Friday is gonna be, but we will see. But at any rate, thank you all for coming along, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Remember to eat food, get rest, all those things, all that, whatever. I don't know. My brain just sort of stopped working there for a second, and I will see you all later. We are going to raid Wolfie because Wolfie is currently, if I can spell right, currently playing with the Fox Friend. She's currently playing with the awesome Foxel. So let's raid her, and that will be awesome. Yeah. Let me go ahead and punch that in really quick because oh no, it's not Wolfie Girl, it's Wolf Girl. I'm smart. 976. There we go. All right. So anywho. I will see you all tomorrow with some Near Replicant, and I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your evening. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye! You guys all give Wolfie lots of love for me, alright? Peace out, folks.